What's going on, boys? NealGuides here. Welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're going to go over my team of the season top tips that you probably don't know about. Now, I'm not going to go over the typical tips that you do. Now, I might go over a few, but we're going to focus on the things that you probably know, or sorry, that you don't know yet. The first thing is the actual version of your PlayStation. Now, I know there's two. I know there's the PS5 and then there's the PS4 version. My honest opinion is if you're playing on a PS5, not Xbox, I would lean towards old gen a bit more. There's a couple of reasons why. The first being that the game is more consistent, especially in bad gameplay, a lot more smoother. So if you ever find in bad gameplay, especially now, if you watch this video right now where the video is going live, it should be peak time on a Friday, the connection is going to be really, really bad. So always change to PS4. And plus, a little quick tip, PS4 actually has easier players because all the pros are sweating and try-harding on PS5. So technically, the pool of players, you suppose you can say, will be less skilled. It'll be a greater pool of players. Because most players are still on PS4, by the way, guys. Don't forget. So you're more likely to technically verse a better player statistically on PS5 than you are on PS4. But of course, don't forget you can mix and match them up during the weekend league. If you're on Xbox, it doesn't really matter so much. The next thing I wanted to mention to you is the subs. Now, something that's so common, guys. It's so simple. Sinister, 99 sprint speed and agility and balance, 99 pace, everything you want. Only 20k. Now, don't forget, when you sub on someone, remember, they only have 5 chemistries. You can see the player chemistry above the player stats. Can you see in the middle over there? That means that they have 5 chemistry. This player is probably going to be better than 99% of your players at 70 minutes. Just because of the pure pace and the raw power. Maybe not, might not be better than team of the season or team of the year, for example, like Messi. But I'm pretty sure you've got a left wing and a right wing you can take off. He costs 20k. This guy can play left wing, left centre back, right centre back. You can play anywhere. Left mid, right mid, left CDM, right CDM. A perfect card. Yes, got low defensive work rates. I do know that. But this is just one of those cards. It's a versatile player. I use him because he's quite attacking. And he's got pretty good, decent, I would say, shooting. I think he's really, really good. If you're looking for some other players, another player I suggest to you is Gakpo. For those who don't remember Gakpo, he's a really, really good card. I just wanted to show you these cards because they're fairly cheap. But I'll show you Gakpo right now. As you can see just over here on the second screen, you're able to see Gakpo over here. Now, don't forget, look how cheap he is, guys. Look, 30k. You're trying to tell me you can't afford 30k for someone like this? Perfect card. Again, 4-star, really, really good player. And to be honest, there's a lot of Errors Divisi cards that you can use. You can even bring on the likes of Sangare. He's really, really good. Timber's a really, really good centre-back. And I think his name is Wynald. I think that's how you say his name. Apologies if I got it wrong. But you can use him instead of Masra. I still prefer Masra a little bit, but you can still go with this guy instead. So super subs, especially around 60-70 minutes, are going to be the biggest game changer. That, I can promise you'll be one of the biggest game changers. You'll thank me a lot after, especially if you're playing the 3-5-2 or some variation of a formation wingers in the team. Now, moving on to something is don't change tactics. Now, there's going to be these are tactics from last week, but there's going to be a new tactic set up. There's a few minor changes for tomorrow. I just want to do a bit of testing as we go into the weekend league now. So by the time you watch this video, I should be testing it now offline and releasing it for Saturday as soon as possible. But don't change. Now, this is the thing. Everyone always goes to me, guys, oh, my tactics have stopped working. What do I do? Tactics don't stop working. I don't know who's been telling you guys this. It's lies, okay? Tactics don't stop working. Every single week or month, you can argue tactics change a little bit. The formation you may choose may change a little bit. We do know that. But tactics itself don't change. Just because you lost 4 games in a row doesn't mean you need to change tactics. It could be you're versing 4 pro players in a row. And so let me give you an example. You could have the best tactics in the world, right? The best ever made, the most mechanic abusing tactics ever. And you could verse a pro player and you could still lose 4 times in a row. You can have the worst tactics, everything unbalanced, and verse my grandma, and you're going to beat her 4 times in a row. So don't just think, oh, I'm losing. Let me just go YouTube quickly and let me just do this. What do they do? You go YouTube? Exactly what they do. Tactics, meta, FIFA 22. You should be clicking on the NealGuides video, by the way. That's why all my videos are there at the top. But yeah, don't do this, guys. Because first of all, it's not going to help you. Because realistically, what happens is that the tactics that you have, they're working anyway. Is that you're versing better opponents or you're getting frustrated. It's the biggest tip for those that I've took from, I would say, rank 4 to the highest rank 1s. The biggest thing they're able to mastermind is frustration. That's what's costing you the losses. Not formation. There's no, for example, secret tactic that'll bypass your opponent. Keep your tactics the way it is. Don't change it. Because even if you lose 7 games in a row, people, they change their tactics mid-weekend league and they think the tactics made them better. No, of course not. You're just versing worse players, and the poor the players after, because your elo is so low, are going to be easier. That's the reason why. So don't go ahead and change your tactics. Just stick with one tactics. I would say stick with mine. Fine tune it if you want to, or swap one or two of things out, or fine tune it to how you want to, and leave it at that. You don't have to use 4 different guys' tactics. It's nonsense. Now the next thing is every game is going to be hard. This is Premier League team of the season. There's going to be no easy games. This is like Champions League final every single game. From the first game to the 20th game. Forget the free wins. You might find an occasional person here or there that's going to give you a free win. But don't go in expecting free wins. If you're normally a rank 2 player, expect yourself to get rank 2. And to be honest, rank 6 to rank 4. So rank 6, 5 and 4 are where the best rewards are for time, reward and calmness. If you're like a rank 1 player, half the rank 1 players are not even going for rank 1. These guys are just trembling along like a rank 4 or rank 3 because they don't care. They don't need to get rank 1. Well, you don't even get 2. You don't even get 2 team of the season packs. Just get 1. So that's kind of ridiculous. Every game is going to be hard to remember that. So if you lose your games, don't get frustrated because everyone's in the same boat. Everyone's going to be sweating. Understand that. The next thing I want to say is one game at a time. Guys, please look. The weekend league now, it ends on a Wednesday, okay? So you have, it starts Friday, okay? So you have Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and maybe you can argue Wednesday. So let's say 5 days. You can literally play 3 games a day if you want to. 3 games a day, guys, you can play. If you don't want to even finish all your games, you can play even less. Just spread your games out. If I was you, because you have so much time now, go into a rivals game, play a rivals game, and then go into the weekend league. The last thing you want to see is, for example, you know what, you just come out from a night out or you've been out with your friends, went out for lunch or whatever, went for a cup of tea, come back on, you lose your first game and that's it, you end up going on the loser streak. You don't want that. Play a rivals game, get into the mood, get into the game mode, and then play your Foot Champs games after. You have the time now, there's no excuse. You have Friday evening, Saturday evening, Sunday evening, Monday evening, Tuesday evening. You have 5 days worth of evenings, excluding the days to play the game. So there's no excuse, guys. I know most of you guys are working, and the weekends you had free with your kids and stuff, but now you can split your games up. Really, you got no excuse. And one thing I want to say is a team. Guys, there's no excuse about teams. You can buy a full team of the season team for about 700k. Okay? So I don't want to hear this. People keep saying, I understand. Team is obviously a big factor. I would say that, okay? But let me just show you this. This is a team I made, right? It costs 500k. Apart from the left back and right back, because we didn't want to put the price up too high. But you can get a world-class team for such a cheap amount of money. If you got the coins, to be honest, all you got to do, for example, is, I'll tell you one quick switch rule you can do. People are saying his left back is too short. Simple. All you got to do is get this guy, get a centre back, type in league, type in Eredivisie. And it's for any team that you're making. Try, for example, this guy, you just slot him in instead. If you don't want to use him, you can use someone else. You can use Teze or you can use this guy. Either one you want to. If you want to use this guy, use him on 8. If you don't, you can use Teze. It's completely up to you. But look, just put those players in. That's it. Bam. That's a fantastic team. Now, if you're saying that you're getting out teamed, use this team. You will out team 9 out of 10 players to play because not everyone's going to be having a team this season player. They're going to have a few players here and there. I'll probably put Gakpo here as well on 7 chemistry if it was up to me, just because of how good he is. But guys, there's no excuse for getting out teams. You can get basically Carrasco and you get Gnabry and Davies and Lodi. In fact, I'm just going to remove all these players and you're going to see how much they cost. Look, you can get this combination, the 4-5-1 for 300k. It's so cheap, guys. And if you really, really want, you haven't got the coins, you can go get the Sinisterra, for example, and all those cards. So the thing of, oh, I'm getting out teamed, 500k, you should be able to get a good team. I lost a lot of coins. I recently just bought Team of the Year. Messi, literally just bought him now, actually. And we also made the purchase of Declan Rice. He played very, looks very, very nice. And he looks like a cheap Onyeka, for those who remember Onyeka as well. We got Kakare that we put in. We packed him in our reds last week. We got some pretty garbage reds. Apart from this, on this account, we actually ended up getting Laporte and Kakare. We got some other garbage. Can't remember what we got, if I can remember correctly. And then we got Laporte, which I think will give him a try, put an engine on him to get the dual team balance up. But yes, and also don't forget, you don't want to fall behind as well, because what happens is, the reason why the community TOTS was hard, people want team of the seasons in their team and they get excited. Then Premier team of the season, if you don't get at least the 2 picks at least, you don't want to fall behind any further. So that would be my best advice in terms of that. But that is my best advice. Some tips that you may have not heard before and some new tips. But I hope you can take this forward going into your weekend league. Don't forget, my tactics video should be out tomorrow. So stay tuned very much for that. And don't forget, one game at a time. You have until Wednesday morning, guys. So don't rush your games. Anyways, thanks for watching. Take it easy, of course. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.